All right, well, what's going on? This is an episode of Rad Gear, and I am your host, Rad, and I have a very special guest. This is Jacob Robinette sitting across the table from me. That is Zach behind the board running the whole show for us today, so let's give him a shout out real quick. What's up, Zach?
Yeah.
And we're going to get right into Rad Gear with Jacob Robinette. So, hello, welcome to Rad.
Hi, welcome. Good to be here.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're a local to the area of Salt Lake City?
Yep, I was born here.
Okay, have you ever been to the Black Rifle Coffee Company studios, Ready Man Studios, or ever had Black Rifle coffee like this right here?
This is actually my first.
So take a sip. Let's hear it. I want to hear. Tell me your impressions. What's the flavor?
It's good. It's very bitter.
Okay.
It's good.
You like it?
It's not too much. It's like
you taste the coffee
on the money. Oh yeah.
That's what I like to taste.
There's a definite difference between like 7-Eleven or McDonald's coffee. This is much higher quality.
You can tell.
You can genuinely tell.
Yeah, right. I know this is your first time here, and it's like I've had it, so I already know.
I'm not a coffee snob by any means. I like Denny's coffee.
Yeah, right.
But this is really good coffee.
It is, and I'm impressed with it. And it has that coffee bitter bite that you're looking for. So if you're addicted to coffee and you're like, this is too sweet, I'm like, no cream, no sugar.
Yeah.
Just give me straight black. This is Black Rifle Coffee.
I have cream in this, it looks like, but
no, it was made. Yeah, it's a nice little iced coffee from Black Rifle, made here. Beautiful.
In-house.
It is. And I'm drinking. Let's show this off real quick. Let me move this out of the way. I'm drinking a coffee as well. Actually, I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. It's from the original Pancake House right here. This is a local restaurant. There's 3 up and down the Wasatch Front, Lehigh, Sugar House, and in Sandy. So make sure you go check out the original Pancake House. Definitely some of the best breakfast in. There's like an hour and a half wait to get in most of the time.
Whoa.
So if you're trying to get in there, give yourself some time. Eat before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to be waiting to eat.
Need a snack.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'd also like to shout out right here. I have this fun little thing that we'll open up later on and see what's inside of it. This is from Crate Club. And this is brought to you by Crate Club. And I am a huge supporter of crateclub.us. Yeah. You've seen some boxes. We're friends.
Helped you film. Man.
You've helped me film Crate Clubs. Yeah. Here we are again today, right? We're just pulling and rising the tide together, and all ships ride with that tide, you know? Or how the saying goes. But Jacob, something special about you is that you're a musician.
Yeah.
You are. And what is your instrument of choice?
Oh, guitar.
Guitar.
I didn't choose guitar.
No.
But
it came to you.
Yeah.
What was bestowed upon you? The violin?
My grandpa for my 5th birthday was like, here's a guitar, learn how to play it. And I was like, okay.
And ever since then, now?
Yeah, I've just been playing ever since.
And you play like Rage, Audio Slave, Smashing Pumpkins, Millencolin, let's go Third Eye Blind,
Nirvana,
1990s have
Pearl
called.
Jam.
This dude was born in the wrong era. Maybe, no, right era, just have a nostalgic.
I made like 6 months of the 90s and then I was out.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like you have a previous life?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you ever feel like you've like, yeah, right? I have. Yeah. Yeah. You don't think you've ever had like visions of like being alive in like a year, like not. So I was born in 1977, but I feel like I have visions of dying in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like as a Marine, I've seen the flak jacket. I've seen me lumped over like a pile of lumped over deadness on a palm tree with a burned out field in front of me of like jungle, like napalm crate or something. Just like I can see it right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was there.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was there, but I was born in 77. But if something happened to me then,
maybe,
and I bounced into this new body.
Think you were like reborn into
I
Rad?
do. Yeah, I do. Into who I am today. Yeah. And I still am very nostalgic for.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a big part of Buddhism, isn't it? That's a good portion of the world believes that.
So, you know, and I was raised in the Mormon church for pretty much my whole life. And I never was taught any other religions until I joined the military, and then I learned about Wiccan and Buddha and Muhammad, because there you meet everybody, and there's a church on Sunday for every religion. There's even a church of Jedi.
Yeah.
It's like legit. There's a dude with dog tags that say Jedi.
Yeah, I've been trying to get it on my dog tags.
Is that a fact? Oh, so you have dog tags?
Yeah, I do. I'm not wearing them.
No, but you do wear dog tags.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Because you are serving our country?
Yeah, I'm in the Army. I'm in the Army Reserve currently.
What is your job? We don't want to give away your unit or anything, but what job? What is it that you do in the Army?
So I am a correction and detention specialist. Basically just means we work with enemy prisoners of war, or if you're in the military and you've been arrested, you've committed a crime, and you've already gone through the whole due process, and they give you a prison sentence. I'm your life now. I'm what gives you food and sleep, and
I laugh, but I don't want to laugh. That's real.
That's pretty much what it is. I mean, you could be the baddest guy in Iraq, but you mess up once, and now I'm your life. Yeah. Which sucks.
Do you get a baton?
No. Well, I mean, we train with them, but
like, are they like collapsible batons, or are they like?
Yeah, we have collapsible ones, or we have just the straight sticks, like you see on TV.
Like Ninja Turtles, like karate style, right? Right. I'm just trying to describe it for anyone maybe truck driving right now, listening to this podcast, right? They may not. Oh yeah, not size or nunchucks, but straight staff like style. Crazy.
Yeah, when we get like OC sprayed or anything, we usually.
What does OC stand for?
Oleosarin capsicum.
Oh.
I guarantee I'm one of the only MPs who can remember that. It's oleosarin capsicum. It's like this genetically altered.
And that's where the OC comes from, huh?
Yeah, that's the pepper.
What color is it when it comes at you?
Orange. Yeah. It's orange, and it makes you want to die.
Yeah, and
the worst.
Does it incapacitate you and like seize you up, or what is the feeling? You've been shot with this stuff.
Yeah, a few times.
Sprayed.
Yeah. So I've been sprayed twice, and then I've had the other levels of OC exposure once. But it affects different people differently. You definitely can fight through it, but it's a fight to do basic things.
So a fight ensues. OC spray gets sprayed in a situation to stop the assailant, right? Yeah. Is that typical? But then he lands on you in a fist of fury, like, you're not taking me out of my cell, copper. You're not going to take me. And you're like, I'm taking you. I got all this gear on, and I got OC spray, but then it's on you.
Yeah.
So now you're fighting with the same...
So picture like the worst sunburn you've ever had. That's what it feels like on your skin. If you don't get it in your eyes, you can fight. You're fine. It hurts, but you're fine.
Your body's burning then, huh?
The second it's in your eyes, nose, or mouth, it goes from like daily tasks are now like a fight. It's a mental game.
Like to breathe.
Yeah, just breathing is difficult once you're sprayed. It's not like pepper spray. I've been pepper sprayed. It's if you've ever been.
I've had pepper spray, and I've had like deterrent spray that like would be on a keychain, right? Sprayed in the vicinity of a room I'm in.
Yeah.
Go through the whole house.
Yeah, it spreads. It's not, I spray this one guy in a crowd of people. It's if I'm spraying this one guy, I'm spraying the whole crowd.
The whole crowd's getting
Everybody's
hit.
getting it. Yeah.
Including the peace officer or the person or
the person spraying it.
Right. So I tell women all the time, or anybody that comes in to buy from my stores, right? We sell pepper spray.
Yeah, we do.
It's like you should buy two. You should take one out into a field where you're not going to get any really on you, and shoot it in the direction with the wind at your back.
Yeah.
So that you can see that it's like a pea stream, or it is a spray. It's not like the shield, and you're not behind some shield that's going to protect you, because if the wind shifts, it's right on you.
Yeah. Honestly, though, it's not a great form of self-defense. Anybody can fight through pain if they're determined enough.
Yeah. Right.
Like. The three things you need to win a fight, you need two of the three, are determination, skill, and muscle, I think is the last one. And anybody who's determined enough can fight through OC spray. Are
you ready to take on a 6'5", 290-pound dude in a cell saying, come get me, copper, my size?
As long as we follow our ratio, I will never find myself alone in a cell with an inmate, regardless of their size.
Two into danger, right? Two into danger.
No, it's for
5.
It's when they're rowdy, it's 5-1. When it's just everyday moving, it's 3-1.
And you guys stack up outside of the cell. And
we stack up. So we have an inverted riot shield. So it's not. You picture a riot shield. It's curved with you. So anything that comes at you, it deflects. This is curved away from you. So anything you run into, it catches.
Pushes them, and it kind of creates like a cocoon against the wall.
Push them up against the wall, and there are 4 guys behind you. And each person goes for a limb.
No, it's good for a limb.
Yeah, goes for a limb, and
that's
take him to the ground.
And so they're pushing you up against the wall, and you're the dude, you're the criminal inside the jail, right?
Yeah, you're pancaked.
So
there's not a lot you can do.
What would call you guys in like that? What's the point of rowdy? Like, okay, level 1 to 10, Rad's a little rowdy, rapping in his cell, and he's not shutting up. What do you do?
So we have a reasonable escalation of force. I mean, when it gets to that point, you've had plenty of chances to do what you're supposed to. It could be something as simple as like, we need to search your cell and you won't let us. All right, I'll call in a QRF. Like we'll call in our quick response force. I think that's what it stands for.
Quick reaction force?
Quick reaction force.
Either way, quick response, quick reaction force.
So, and then a lot of it is intimidation, and a lot of times they'll back down because they march specifically. They stomp their left foot, so all you hear is thud, 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 thud of them coming at you.
And this is you guys.
Yeah. Well, I have never been on a real forced cell move team yet.
It's kind of like a war path. Like, we're coming.
Yeah.
Like, you best be ready. We're coming.
They let you know, and then they slam that shield on your cell, and it just thud, and you can hear it all throughout.
What should inmates just do right then? Just stop?
You should give up, and you should lay on the ground, because they're coming in. Once they're out there, they're riled up. They're ready. They took a 5-hour energy. They're ready to fight.
No more war games. It is now the real deal.
They give you every opportunity to submit, but regardless, they're going in. So detainee, get down on the floor. If they, F you, whatever.
Right.
All right, open the door, and they come in and fight. Or even if they're like, I don't want to deal with this, and they lay down, they put their hands behind their back, those guys are still coming in, and you've pretty much lost your right to care and comfort at that point. You're being moved, and it's forcible.
Are inmates, I guess, are they allowed to listen to podcasts and things? Do you think?
It depends. What they're allowed depends on their security level.
Right.
So obviously maximum security, they don't get anything. No. They're solitary confinement.
Is there low level security in the military prison system?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there white collar prison or white collar? I guess there's money laundering happens in the military. I guess everything that happens in the regular civilian world just transitions right over. Just because you're in the military doesn't mean you're a good person.
Yeah.
And the jail exists.
Yeah, absolutely. And,
Uniform Code of Military Justice.
Yeah, and if you think civilian side jail sounds bad, just wait till the people in there are Rangers, they're SF. There are people who, everyone in there is a trained killer.
And
everyone.
Everyone. Everyone's been through.
It's not just, I went to jail for tax fraud.
You're dealing with everyone who's been basic combat field training exercises and has
everyone
been up and down
trained
at least.
To kill you.
Yep. Bayonet lunge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if someone comes in this way, go this way. Everyone knows the trick.
Yeah.
You can't Rubik's Cube me, copper. You're watch this thing. Shield.
It's intimidating. Mostly what I do, though, I'm not going to work in military prisons. I specifically work with enemy prisoners of war.
Enemy prisoners of war. Combatants. People who have so that would be tribunal style. Military tribunals.
Violate the Geneva Convention. On the opposite side, we take them in. Bomb makers. People who attack civilians.
It's kind of changed, though, from uniforms, like a target identifier. It's in German, the Geneva Convention is if you're wearing a military-style uniform of that country in the Geneva Convention, you're to be treated a certain way as a POW. It even says it on your ID card. It's I'm in the Geneva Convention. You're not to harm me.
Yeah.
Right? But without them wearing anything that we can identify.
The hardest part is identifying them. We do have a pretty cool system. It's called the Bats and Seeks system. I couldn't tell you what it stands for, but it's a retinal scan. So no matter what you do to your face, body, you blow up half of you in an IED, whatever happens to you, as long as I have one of your eyeballs, I will ID you. And if we don't have you on our database, we'll put you in there.
That's amazing.
It's really cool. We've dealt with it quite a bit. The only thing is you can't mess around with it, and we learned this.
Yeah.
I didn't learn this. I learned this by watching someone else learn this.
Yeah.
You can't mess around with this because if you put your buddy into that system, the CIA now is who is this guy?
He's in the system.
The whole government knows who this is.
Scan me, dude.
Yeah. If they're messing around and, you put someone in the system.
Yeah, dude.
And we're that's
you just database yourself
NSA
up to being watched.
All the alphabet soup boys now know who you are.
Every acronym is who just got into the database today?
Who's
newest upload?
Newest terrorist.
I thought I collected all the Pokemon cards, but here's a holofoil one right here.
But, yeah.
You're wait, I'm in the military. I was just played with the Men in Black scanner, dude.
Yeah,
Don't play with the Men in Black scanner.
No, they have a training system so you can scan in people and have it not go to the government or whoever.
Right.
But if you're using the real deal, you don't get removed.
That's
There's
amazing.
no way to remove that.
That's your generation creating that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You are that young soldier, that computer digital aged, Bad Religion song. Digital boy, 21st century digital boy. That's what I'm thinking. Bad Religion, a great band, and I know that you're into music, but how does that play with you? And crossing the street, are you allowed to look at your phone while you're crossing the street in the military? No, you're not.
I don't know where that rule came from. You're not allowed to in uniform. You're not allowed to walk and be on your phone. Which I guarantee is just someone tripped, fell, and hurt themselves.
Or got hit by a car crossing a crosswalk thinking they're in the crosswalk and everyone should stop.
Yeah, just something dumb, But that's one of the things that I'm sure, you wouldn't think is a rule in the Army, but, you can't walk and eat. You can't be chewing. and walking. You can't
Right,
be staring
no.
at your phone. Like
Distracted walking, distracted.
And once you get out of TRADOC, which is training and doctrine, for those of you who don't know, that's basic training in your AIT where you learn to do your job and be a soldier. Outside of that, it's generally lax. I guess I can't really say. I'm in reserve. So in the reserves, it's a lot more lax. But TRADOC, they hammer like professionalism and being proud of what you look like and being, I mean, you're a professional.
Take ownership of yourself and be a professional.
Uniform. Yeah, absolutely. And so they hammer these simple rules that just help prevent you from being in a weird situation, I guess.
So chew your food and swallow it before you walk, because we had a guy choke.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going to have that again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true. It's like, fool me once.
Yeah.
But you can't be fooled twice. So you just say, fool me once. And it's like, okay, hey, you did this with the phone, no more. You did this, no more. You didn't clean the toilets, no more.
Yeah.
I'm snapping my fingers like Thanos, dude. Boom, boom, boom. I got some rings on too right here. Yeah, right there. I just need the others. You don't understand my world.
Yeah. It's interesting being part of my generation in the Army.
Yeah, tell me.
Because, I mean, most of your leadership is well into their 30s, if not 40s.
Like my age.
Yeah, and so there's a huge generational gap between the people leading you and the people side to side, you know? And so that's kind of an interesting, even from me being super into modern gear and like no one in my chain of command knows what cry precision is, which is kind of funny to say. Like even something simple like a Cobra clip.
Yeah, right.
I had to explain to our medic how to use a Cobra clip.
But you know so much about gear because not only are you in the Army, but you have been airsoft wargaming with me for like many years.
Yeah.
Like I've known you a long time. You're my man. You have a name tape that says "My Man" on you that I made just for you because you're my man.
Yeah.
And so you have been doing war games with us out in the desert. Do you feel that knowing about gear and knowing Cry Precision, like you know who the maker of multicam is? That's Cry Precision. That's
Caleb
what we're talking.
Cry.
Caleb Cry. You even know his name. And so whereas someone else in the military, they're just like, hey, what's up? I got a uniform. It's called OCP.
Yeah, or Scorpion.
Or Scorpion. I'm just like, that's multicam, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's multicam.
let me tell you why you pay $10 more for that.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like patents and things going on with it. So would you say that airsoft helped you understand, the gear and what you're dealing with? And when you went through boot camp, like, let's talk about just the baby steps, because people listening may be thinking about joining and becoming a 31 Echo. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Right. So tell me, going into boot camp, having airsoft in your back pocket, did that help you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, everything simple from like just manipulating your weapon to learning how to use your vest. I mean, I knew what Molly was, not the drug. Molly is a webbing. That's how you attach magazines to your flight carrier. I just thought I'd.
It actually stands for Modular Operator Lightweight Load Bearing Equipment, and it stands for MOLLE, MOLLE. Let's just be clear on that.
Yeah,
not the drug.
Yeah, not the drug. Yeah. So I mean, I knew how to use that going into basic. I knew how to hold a weapon. I knew how to
polish your boots.
Well, I mean, not that. No.
You guys don't polish your boots.
We don't do that anymore.
I love that. I'm going to start airsofting polished boot camp.
Yeah.
Just so you can polish your boots, so you know what it's like to have to sit there for like.
I've heard stories.
I got to shine these things, dude. Yeah. So it does help.
Yeah, absolutely. I was comfortable maneuvering with a weapon. I mean, a lot of people were struggling, genuinely struggling, which baffled me. Like keeping track of their rifle, or even like working with a backpack and
gear
a gas
placement.
mask and a helmet and a rifle, knowing where your gear is and how to move with it quickly and efficiently. A lot of people struggled with that, which I didn't really have an issue with.
Do you think you even knew a little more than maybe some of your drill instructors about the gear?
No.
No, of course not. Not ever.
They're the best of the best. That's what they tell us.
That is the best of the best.
Right.
That's right, with honors.
Yeah, and I mean, towards the end of basic, your drill sergeants they start to become more human to you, and they start to show a little bit more personality. And there were a few of them, or there was one of them specifically who was really big into shooting, competition, stuff like that. And so we would have conversations about Geisley, or shooting.
Just start to become, just to say, hey, we're going to be shoulder to shoulder in a trench one of these days, bro. I just put you through boot so you can follow your order, but. Yeah. I may be a staff sergeant, you're a private first class, but like we both point the gun in the same direction. So at this point, I'm from Oklahoma.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You're like, okay, cool. I'm
So,
from Salt Lake. All right,
yeah.
Salt Lake. See you there, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right. It kind of has that brotherhood, but they have to put the boot to you
Yeah.
to get you to drill.
They got to break you down before they can build you up.
And really, boot camp is to teach you to follow orders. It's to teach you to follow a direct order. It's like left, left, left. You're like, why am I walking
And
left?
not even just that. I mean, it helps you in your daily life, going from basic and then transferring, because I'm in the reserves, transferring, immediately being a civilian again was a really weird transition. Yeah. Going from 4 a.m. wake up to like 11 o'clock, go to bed, just, I can wake up whenever I want.
Yeah,
now.
no longer are you going to bed at taps at 9 o'clock, and no longer are you waking up at 4:15 to reveille. Now it's on your own recognizance to maintain your workout regimen, to maintain your mental aptitude, to maintain your physical stamina, and to maintain all of those things that are this checklist that you get.
That they've given to you. And dealing with situations civilian side are so much easier because all I can think is, I've had it worse. Let's do this.
That's right.
It doesn't, you no longer have this, we have this many setbacks and we have this many problems with what we're trying to accomplish. It's, I've had worse. You don't need to worry about the setbacks. You just handle it.
Right.
There's no, can I do this? It's, do it.
You compartmentalize the problems on the inside. You're no longer like complaining and crying about the simplest spilt water anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, bro,
just deal with it.
And the microphone, you ruined it, but you can buy a new one. You have no idea. It's like, Billy died in combat. It's like,
you have to deal with that.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Right. So that's worse. Things like that. And I mean, are you taught medical procedures as a 31 Echo, like just in case hyperventilating or somebody's trying to like a suicide inside their cell?
So suicide, even if I'm standing outside the cell watching this guy, hang himself, for example, or cut himself, without 2 other people, I'm not going into that cell, regardless of what happens. That being said, if we have the 3, we'll go in there and I can immediately start treating that. Most MPs get what's called TCCC or CLS. TCCC is Tactical Casualty Combat Care, and CLS is Combat Lifesaver. And all of them deal with the most common injuries.
Yeah, punctures, throat,
hemorrhaging,
breathing,
airways. Yeah.
Right. So you're kind of taught a basic like EMT response.
Not to that level, but yes, kind of. Not
like Tingy. Our buddy Tingy, who is
way up there.
He is. He's got the green gloves, dude.
Yeah,
he's like, what's the problem? Let me look at your skull.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have him on as a guest. Yeah. We're talking about our buddy Tingy out here, and I'm just gonna say his last name because they're like the entire army.
Yeah, there's like 60,000 of them.
Of the Tingies. Yeah, his whole family's in. He'll be a fun to talk to when we get him in here, but he's EMT certified and like hardcore.
He's part of a special operations team Alpha right now.
Yeah, he's going to do things and he's airborne.
Yeah. Doing cool stuff.
Yeah, we could talk about Tingy on the podcast, right? Dude, we could just be like, hey, so Tingy.
You won't even have to bring him on.
We could talk about his Frodo feet that he carries in his backpack and stuff, dude. It's like, how come you carry Frodo feet, dude? Call sign Frodo. We're getting ready for NomSoft, and that's happening here in Utah. That's a huge war game, and Tingy's going to be up there. I think he's going to be fighting for the VC. I'll be on the GI. Yeah. So that's how that. Are you going to that at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, would you know what side you're going to be?
GI.
GI.
Yeah, I can't bring it into my heart to go VC.
What if we were undercover though? You see, special forces undercover is always the good guys.
And then just start attacking.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No. Well, no, attacking we just get into the the Viet Cong side of things, dude. Just get into their wire. Why they always got to get into my wire?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, seriously, dude. Let's get into their wire. We always get overran.
Yeah.
There's like always way more of them.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because in what we're talking about is airsoft war games, and we're getting ready to do a huge annual NomSoft. You can look up the hashtag NomSoft somewhere on the internet, and you'll find pictures of us out there, full on loadouts of Vietnam gear, or black pajamas, pith hats,
the rice hats,
conical hats, tire sandals straight out of Vietnam. We got guys that are just decked out reenacting those periods of time.
Yeah.
And I love reenacting in war games because it allows me to like kind of live through some of those things, like my dad being a Green Beret, and like I wear his jacket, his Vietnam issued style jacket for NomSoft. Yeah. And so I actually feel a little closer when I get to wear that one time a year to him, right? And you get to play war. That's a little bit of war games. How do you find war games help you out? I mean, what does it do for you other than get you through boot camp?
I mean, everything from something simple to just it's a hobby that is a stress reliever for me.
Yeah, friendships.
Life and friendships. The friends I've made doing war games are going to be my friends for the rest of my life.
And I agree.
I can say that confidently. I mean, you, James Jones, Trevin Tingy,
Robin. I mean, even all the guys, anybody we've had words with.
Ryan Goebel, love that boy.
Mitch, Ajax, Xander, Toolman.
Now my sister,
Joker.
She's getting into it. Yeah.
Your sister, Wicked, call sign Wicked. Call sign
Instagram.
Wicked on Instagram is your sister. She's a war game fighter, and she's like part-time instructor at the arena that I have, right? So that's cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's going to follow in your footsteps, but
she's been talking about it, but I don't know. We'll see. She's got years to decide, so.
Well, we'll just let her decide, right? Just tell her to keep playing that violin, right?
Yep.
Music is, I love music. That's
Everyone
a whole
in my
other
family
door.
plays instruments, yeah.
What does your mom play?
My mom plays piano.
What does your dad play?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't play anything.
Mom?
Yeah, it's all. I guess I should say everyone on my mom's side plays
An instrument?
an instrument, yeah.
What about the harmonica? Say dad plays the kazoo.
Maybe. I mean, anybody can play a kazoo.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So dad plays the kazoo.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'm the oldest. I play piano and guitar. Claire plays piano and violin. Well, all of us play piano. Jillian plays the cello, trombone, piano, and that's it.
So what's cool is that I have a lot of homies that are in the music industry that will be hopefully listening to this podcast. Cough, cough, all of you guys. So what I'm saying is there a place that they can maybe hear you, playing some of your tunes? Is there like a web page or an Instagram that we can check out?
Yeah, at the Jacob Parable is my Instagram.
It's the Jacob Parable,
like
Parable, right?
Yep.
The Jacob
Parable
Parable
is a story.
Yeah.
With morale.
Yeah,
or
with morale.
like with a
So that's your Instagram
that's my
name.
Story, yeah.
It's the Jacob Parable. And you're putting on little, like, you'll play songs, you'll take requests.
Yeah.
And then you do Facebook Live sometimes where you play live. You'll take requests straight up from your fans.
Yeah. So I'll go. I'm switching to Instagram Live. Specifically.
Sure.
And yeah, I'll go live. People get on, be like, hey, can you play some Aerosmith? Can you play this by Walk Off the Earth, which is one of my favorite bands now. I've discovered.
Oh, you like those guys?
Yeah, I just went and saw them live. Never heard of them before, but they were fantastic.
And they're called who?
Walk Off the Earth.
Walk Off the Earth.
I don't know how well known they are. I had never heard of them.
They're flat earthers.
I don't know.
That's the only way you can walk off the earth.
Yeah, they must be. I don't know them personally. But.
No, I don't mind it. I'm just like reading into their name, because I'm inquisitive like that. But I'll have to check them out. Walk Off the Earth. Well, that's a nice little plug for them on the show. If you're truck driving across America right now, you want to listen
look up some Walk Off the Earth.
Walk Off the Earth.
Feel good music.
If you're Walk Off the Earth,
feel good,
thanks for playing some feel good music. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, if you ever want to check it out, just go follow my Instagram. I do it periodically. But yeah. So
would you say that the military has been what you thought it was going to be from your recruiter?
No.
You didn't know what question I was going to say.
No, I didn't know what you were going to ask. No.
It's not what the recruiter described.
No, and every time I have a buddy or know someone who's like, hey, I want to ask you about the military, I'm like, okay, step one is to only talk to people who are enlisted about what you want to do. Because we're going to give you, we don't care about numbers of recruitment. That's not our goal.
Right. We care about your satisfaction.
We care about what you want from life, and I think that's the best way. If you want to know what it's like to be in the military, the best thing you can do for yourself is research. Go on Reddit and ask questions, and people who are on Reddit will answer and give you personal experience. Talk to people who are enlisted. Say, hey, what do you wish you did differently? Is airborne in your contract?
Right, is airborne in your contract?
Yeah.
Why is it not in your contract, Jacob Robinette?
Because I'm speaking from personal experience.
Yes.
Here's the T.
Yeah, the T.
I didn't get airborne in my contract.
No, you did not. No.
And ask me if I'm airborne.
Are you airborne?
No. Airborne.
I'm not. And my dad will always call me his leg, even in his death. I'm a leg.
So does Mitch. Mitch calls me the leg.
Mitch.
82nd Airborne.
82nd Airborne Infantry. Went to Iraq.
Yep.
Drank the water. Lost all his hair. He's going to be a guest.
You may be airborne, but you're bald.
I'm going to get him. Yeah. He's more aerodynamic to kill you.
Right.
He's probably like, that's right, Rad.
Yep,
That's right. You keep telling Jacob Robinette. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
What's that game you guys are playing online right now? Let's just jump into that real quick.
Oh,
what's that game called?
There's a few.
On PC Master Race. Zach, I know you're over there listening to this Master Race talk about PCs.
Yep.
PCs, personal computers.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It is the PC Master Race. But we play a few games, one of which is Escape from Tarkov, which is a pretty intense game. That is, I'm getting thumbs up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, from
Escape
Zach.
from Tarkov is an extremely realistic survival game. It's
What kind of weapons do you get in that game?
whatever you can find.
Is it
you're
just like
scavenging?
Oh, so it's a scavenger
you
game.
find a Mosin, you're running a Mosin for that day. You find a AK-74U, good on you. That's what
Use
you're
it,
running.
take it. You're like, I got the AK. Who's got
You only
sevens?
find a 226 or a pistol, some cheap whatever. That's what you're running, and
Sure.
then you survive. You kill someone, you take their gear, you move on. Like, super intense, super frustrating, but one of the most fun and unique games out there. Definitely check it out. Escape from Tarkov.
We should make that like a podcast episode where we just like play it. Like I'm learning it and you're fighting it and Mitch is on and we're just like playing it.
Yeah.
You know, and Zach is on. We could have like a squad.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then like, can this TV handle that, Zach?
Oh, yeah.
It can. Zach says yeah. So we'll have to think of something fun like that, right? Because I also play a game called Slither.io.
Yeah.
And that's where you eat snake poop through space.
Yeah.
And I love that game. So if you're on an airplane, you should get Slither.io installed ASAP. Because I flew from New York to London and got to 138,000 points of a big snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, until I died to a little snake.
Really?
Yeah, because once you're a little snake and you're slithering around the space, you're like really quick and fast.
Yeah.
But once you become that big snake, you're super slow.
Yeah.
You got to take big turns, and the little snake just comes and hits you in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what's up.
The other one is Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, yeah, with
is,
Ella.
Yeah, which is my favorite game of all time.
Who's your favorite character?
Ella Bozak.
Oh, it is Ella
Yeah.
Bozak, huh? She runs the Evo.
Yeah, the Scorpion Evo carbine.
Yeah, the Scorpion
She's a
Evo.
Polish operator.
Oh, is that her heritage in the game is
Yeah.
Polish? Oh, and so the Polish Grom, right?
Yep, she's Grom.
Is she Grom?
Yeah, that's what she is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
All
cool
right.
game.
Okay. Noah's Arcade. All right. Speaking of that, I just want to shout out to Crate Club. Let me show this off here on our cool GoPro Hero that we have right here. GoPro, where you at? And again, I think I should probably open this and see what's in here.
What's in
okay.
there?
Okay. So let's take a look. I'm going to kind of pull it back here. We're going to open up this Crate Club. I just got this in my latest crate from Crate Club. Let's see what it says here. It says, oh, it's an old-fashioned drinking rules. It's okay to drink alone. Drunken words are sober thoughts. Listen carefully. If she is still ugly after 7 drinks, give up. In wine, there is wisdom. In beer, there is strength. But whiskey is the water of life. Never turn down a free drink or complain about its quality or brand. Always stick around for one more drink, and that's when things start to happen. Remember someone offered me some coffee, and I was like, nah, okay, fine. And then he's like, oh, okay. And I was like, some ice and maybe a little foamy latte in there as well. He's like, well, damn. I was just offering you a cup of coffee.
Right.
Don't turn it down, though.
Yeah.
Right? So let's see what this looks like. So it's a nice little glass. It's all wrapped up in here. Well. Look at that. A nice little etched Crate Club logoed, the snakes, because that's the Snake Eater Union, Crate Club, and the Spec Ops World Special Forces. Green Berets are known for just eating snake heads
Yeah.
and just holding the snake and like chewing the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're snake eaters. So I'd imagine that's the Snake Eaters kind of union, right?
Yeah.
And since Crate Club is owned and operated by hardcore veteran like Navy SEAL Green Berets, that makes total sense why they have this whiskey glass all ready to go. So again, check out crateclub.us. I'm super proud to have them as a sponsor of Rad Gear, right? And I love those guys at Crate Club. Brandon Webb, head Navy SEAL sniper instructor. Homie, what's up, bro? Appreciate you. And also, he's #1 author on New York Times bestselling author list. So go check out Brandon Webb. Look up his books and whatnot online, like Mastering Fear for an Entrepreneur. What about you? You gonna be an entrepreneur one day?
Maybe.
Your own boss?
We'll see.
With a little reserves. So my friends in the reserves of the Marine Corps, I call them Semper sometimes.
Semper sometimes.
Semper sometimes.
That's what's up.
Yeah. What do they have in the Army?
I mean, we get called Weekend Warriors.
Weekend Warriors. Yeah.
That's
That's
one
what
of
it
the
is.
things, yeah.
Not to be confused with any other warriors.
Yeah.
Just weekend.
Weekend.
I like that. What are you doing on the weekend? killing things.
Yeah. Right.
That's awesome. So is there anything that you're tied to, charity? Are you about, any PTSD organizations, anything that you want to talk about that is on your mind? Something you want to tell me?
Anything.
We've been looking at your cell phone lately, young man, and your mom and I, we're just a little concerned. You want to tell us about those things on there?
What's on my phone? The things on my phone are usually like Haley Strategic. I watch a lot of Haley. Garand Thumb.
Oh, Garand Thumb.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a big Garand Thumb
He's like
fan.
a former pararescue guy, I think. PJ?
He's a
Air Force?
current pararescue.
Oh, is he in still?
He just commissioned as an officer.
Congratulations, Garand Thumb. I hope to meet you one day, maybe at SHOT Show.
He
if
also
you go to
has
SHOT Show.
a really cute dog, and he just got married.
Is it a corgi or a chow chow or what?
I don't know. It's a cute dog.
Is it named Thumb and he's Garand? Like the Garand?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one that we were just talking about?
Clint Emerson.
Oh, yeah.
Another one.
Oh, yeah. Clint Emerson, 100 Deadly Skills, right?
Yeah, I love his books.
Yeah, Clint is great. Writes How to Kill a Bear.
Yeah.
The rock star punch to the eyes, dude.
It's
coming at you. Bam.
How to avoid being followed. How to know when your stuff is being tampered with.
How to carry a zebra pin.
Yeah.
Always carry a zebra pin because it'll puncture through wood.
He talks about your daily carry, stuff like that. Everyday carry.
I think 100 Deadly Skills has been in Crate Club. They have teamed up with the Crate Club to ship those out to consumers. So, again, I'm hanging out with Jacob Robinette, musician, patriot, homie, my man, really a good-looking dude. Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
You are single?
Yeah.
Are you? But I mean, I know you're going someplace for a long time. You're going to deploy. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to say where, but you're about to.
Yeah,
that's so probably not the time to be looking for any.
I mean, I'll have internet access.
Do you want to share your Tinder?
My Tinder? I am on Tinder. I'm on Tinder.
I'm on Tinder.
I'm on Instagram if you want to hit me up at the Jacob Parable.
That's right, at the Jacob Parable. Yeah. You want to swipe right?
Yeah, go ahead, swipe right on me.
Go ahead. Well, I just want to say you've been a joy to have on here. I've had on, guys that have been 30-year Green Berets. I've had RN nurses from labor and delivery in my shows. And I just want to say you're right up there with every single one of them. So,
thank you so much.
I love you and I appreciate you taking the time out to come all the way in here to be on
of course.
the studios here with me and Zach at the Ready Man Studios. And I just want to say that we're going to wrap up the show.
All right.
Thanks for my listeners out there who are constantly listening. And if you have anything that you want me to talk about, or you have an idea of a guest that you want me to, track down and get on the show for Rad Gear, just post it up in the comments and I'll do my best to get that person on the show. Is it you maybe? Are you the person that wants to be on my show? Are you interesting? Because I'm interested in just about everybody. Really, right? Everybody has a story to tell, and everybody's a rock star in my life.
Yeah.
So the sun shines on all of us, and that's the stage spotlight. So be ready to perform at any time. Is that okay?
Right.
The show must always go on.
Always goes on.
As long as you got air in your lungs.
It's not a question of what are my setbacks. You just do it.
You just do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So I really appreciate you being on the show. We're gonna just do it. Just do it.
Right.
So I want to shake your hand, homie, and I wish you a safe deployment.
Thank you.
And by the time this podcast comes out, you'll be on your deployment.
I'll be gone, yeah.
Yeah, and all your homies listening, I just want to give a shout out to your unit and all of you out there. And I'm going to give a shout out to Layaway. You know who you are, okay? And so I love you, bro, and you guys be safe on your deployment. And just, come back, okay?
Yeah,
all right, I appreciate it. And this is Rad with Rad Gear, sponsored by Crate Club, loadoutroom.com. And my Instagram is @radrockin. On Instagram, RADROCKIN, and I'm rocking the Used on my hoodie right here. Right here, the Used. So make sure you go check out the Used. They're on their American tour this year for 2019, and they're kicking ass. So go check them out. And they're on tour with Thrice, Circa Survive, Sleeping with Sirens. But then they're going to be, I think, teaming up with System of a Down.
That would be awesome.
Dude, yeah, so the Used have just
System of a Down.
It's like they cocooned. So they blew up. They cocooned themselves. Went into the studio, wrote a bunch of albums, and now this next album, I think they're getting back together with, I'm going to say John Feldman from Goldfinger, who's going to help produce it, and that momentum is just going to come right back to these guys.
Yeah.
So power to music, power to thought, free your mind, breathe fresh air outside, and I'm Rad, and I'll catch you later. Peace.